So we have a question via email. As we reopen the local economy, are we expecting another surge?
I
they
don't know. I
forecasting
mean, I
that?
guess that's anybody's guess. I read yesterday, if you took New York out of the picture, then across the rest of the United States, we are on the rise in terms of the number of people that are testing positive. So we are, as a country, we're not on the plateau. We're not coming down. Some of that might be just, greater availability of testing. So we're now, the absolute number is going up, but necessary, again, our county is seeing a 17% positive rate. But again, those are patients that are testing positive. It's estimated that a significantly high percentage are actually infected but are completely asymptomatic, so they're not being tested.
Right.
So, we continue to Tulare County will quickly surpass 1,000 cases, and will probably continue to rise, hopefully at a slower rate over the coming months. But unless something dramatically changes, I don't envision, a surge really occurring here. I mean, all indications are that, things are starting to slow down. The fear is, though, that as everybody now relaxes, I can now go back to the way I was. I don't have to practice social distancing. I don't have to shelter in home. I can now start. I don't need to wash my hands like I used to. The virus isn't going away. And the only reason it's not spreading at a higher rate is because all the things we're doing.
Right.
So that is the fear that everybody has, that if we just breathe a sigh of relief and say, okay, looks like it's over, and we go back, will that trigger, a surge again? And it's possible. So that's why, again, we're being very deliberate. You open slowly, you watch, you open a little bit more, you watch. I think that's why the governor has, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, is to allow for that watch and wait, see what happens, see what you learn. And
Right. I feel like, though, at Quia Delta, we've spent these last 50 or 60 days really handling what we've been dealt really well. And if we were to have another surge in the fall, I think we're prepared for that.
Yes.
With everything, all the protocols that we've put into place, all of the teams that have been formed, we would now know how to just jump in and take care of the situation.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable.
No,
Yeah.
there's been a tremendous amount of learning through this process. And again, when we talk about PPE, no hospital, as you can see by all the reports, ever maintains the inventories to support a pandemic or even
Right.
an epidemic. And so one of the learnings from this is we now will be maintaining inventory stocks of N95 masks and surgical masks and isolation gowns. We will be maintaining significantly higher stocks. We don't know what will happen this coming winter. The flu starts arriving in October and generally lasts till April. As of mid-March, we had over 4,000 positive flu cases just at Quia Delta. So, we have to be prepared for the flu coming, but will it be accompanied by coronavirus at the same time? So we will be much better prepared
Right.
For that
I
because
think
of this.
everybody, even individuals, we will be much better prepared.
Yeah.
Because most of us none of us have lived through a pandemic.
No.
So we'll all
Well,
be.
I said as well too, it was shocking to watch the flu literally fall off the map. I mean, when everybody all of a sudden sheltered in homes, started washing their hands constantly, not touching their faces, social distancing, the flu disappeared because that's how it spread too. It spread by
But
contact.
we never really paid much attention.
We don't, because
Yeah.
we always say that, hey, the flu, if I get the flu, I'll be fine.
Right.
But almost 30,000 people in the U.S. died last year of the flu. So it similarly is really hard on the elderly population, people with compromised systems, and but
Yeah.
yeah.